Hey friends, Laura here with Cox Homestead, and today I am in the rabbitry because I wanted to share with you how I care for a litter of rabbits in the first week of their life. It is Sunday, and my dear sweet Annie kindled on Friday. She had what I believe is 9 babies. The first day I thought it was 10, but they hop around so much. I think it was only 9. And that's a reflection of how invasive I am to the nest box. While I do think Mama can handle me getting in there and handling them a lot, it's just not really my style. So what I do on the first day they're born, I go in, feel around, feel for any kits that didn't make it. And I also feel for like the placenta. Let's say she didn't take care of that and it's still there. I want to remove that, as that will just breed bacteria and be nasty in there. So day 1, I come out, I do my best to count kits, clean out anything that was left behind or that didn't make it, and then I let Mama do her thing. Here's an interesting fact. Rabbits only nurse their young maybe twice a day, maybe just once. Depends on the mama, depends on the milk supply. So they're not in there all the time. Rabbits don't go in and sit on the nest to keep them warm. They just go in to feed them. So I feel like that's really important to know. I get people asking me, should the mom be in there sitting on the nest? No. That's why she pulled the fur from her chest, from her sides, to keep that nest warm without her help. That being said, there are times where if it's hot outside, Mama will go in and pull some of that fur off of those kits because she knows that they're hot. Mama does keep a close eye on that nest, so I don't have to. But what Mama will not do is she will not remove dead kits from the box. That's where you have to step in and help. And so each day for that first few weeks, I'm in that box every day, twice a day, feeling around to see if any kits have passed, and if they had, removing them. Sometimes between week 1 and week 2, the box has gotten kind of nasty and I need to clean it out. So what I'll do is I will set those kits in either a basket if they're too small, or I'll place them just on the cage, on the rest pad or something near Mom, and take that box out and clean it and put in fresh straw. And sometimes I even will put in some hair that I've saved back from either a lost litter or from a mom that pulled way too much fur. Either way, I keep a stockpile of fur on hand, so if that I have to change the nest box out earlier than what usual, I will put some of that fur back in there. If it's warm season and these buns have furred out, they're 2 weeks old, 2 to 3 weeks old, I'll go ahead and just put straw in there and let them do their thing. But often between week 2 and 3, you'll start seeing them get out of the nest box. And that's when I turn the nest box on its side and those bunnies then have freedom to hop around. Mama doesn't always love it when that happens because then she's nursed to death. Those bunnies think that it's a free buffet all the time. So you'll see Mama getting on top of the nest box, or if you have a rest pad up higher for Mama, she will retreat there often because she does not want to be milked to death. So all that to say is I don't do a lot of handling the first 2 weeks of a bunny's life. In fact, if you go to handle a bunny within the first 2 weeks of its life, you're more than likely going to stimulate its genitals like Mama does, and it will pee on you. So learn the lesson if you need to, but also know that I warned you, you will get peed on handling rabbits from weeks 1 to 2. Once they get a little older than that, they're pretty cute, they're pretty cuddly, no big deal to handle them. They've learned to control their bowels and that they can go when they need to and not only when Mama stimulates their genitals. I put my nest box in at day 28. I removed the nest box in the warmer months by week 3. Leaving that nest box in for an extended period of time does nothing but turn into a litter box and become a haven for bacteria. I like to remove the nest box by week 3, if all is going well, to help prevent nest box eye. Bacteria lives in that nest box, and if it's a cold season, those bunnies don't come out of the box as much. And I have noticed my rabbits are more prone to nest box eye in the colder months of the year when they're staying in their box longer. So if you're breeding in the spring and the fall and it's warm by week 3, go ahead and get that nest box out of there. Let those bunnies start exploring. Let them start developing muscles, strength, and finding the pellets. I hope you learned something in today's video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions about this first week, second week, third week, first 3 weeks of a bunny's life, leave me a question in the comment and I'll do my best to answer it. In the meantime, eat more rabbit!